So welcome to the late 2023, early 2024 DCS Apache cold start tutorial. So this will be a quickie. It's pretty much the easiest aircraft and module to get started in DCS, at least in my opinion. So let's start by removing the IHATs. It's fine to be there, but first times you do this might be well to get it out of the way. So remove it by pressing the keyboard I key, as in India. Next, we can close the canopy by pressing this little hatch here. And George will take care of his canopy by himself. Alright, down to your left you have the ignition key, kind of like a car. So right click it, then you can open the cover to the APU, that's fine with the left click, and then you press the APU button to start the APU. There's no need to hold it for several seconds, just click it, start it. While we wait for the APU to start, we can move both throttles to the starting position. So you do that by clicking on the keyboard, right Alt and Home for the left throttle, right Shift Home for your right throttle, right? Next up, we start left engine by right-clicking the engine start. Same thing here, no need to hold it for several seconds. You right-click it, you let go. While we wait for the engine to start and stabilize, we start the countermeasure system. Right-click, turn it on. Then you can click to arm it. You can bring the CMWS to the up position, and you can keep this in automatic or bypass, whichever you like. In automatic, the system will drop flares by itself when it detects missiles inbound or in the area. And in bypass, you need to drop the flares yourself. I like to keep this on automatic if I'm in a kind of a close combat situation, or if I don't know if there are any manpad threats or like stuff like that. I usually keep it on bypass when I fly to a target, especially in multiplayer, because I don't want all my flares to get wasted because there's a dogfight above or something like that. Alright, next let's go back down left, right click on the right engine start. Let's wait for the right engine to start. While we do that, let's bring up the TSD. So this is your navigation page, more or less. We'll see a map here in a couple of minutes. Press utility, and once position confidence numbers down here turn green, your INU is aligned. And at the same time it turns green, you will receive a map here. So do not take off before you see the map, because your navigation might be a little bit screwed. So let's just wait for that. And you see the engine stabilize here. Let's just wait for them to normalize. Alright, cool. Time to bring up the throttles to maximum. You can do this by pressing page up key on your keyboard, or you combine them to an axis like I have. So I'll just move my axis slowly towards full throttle. And if you press the page up, it will just jump straight up, and you'll get a little bit worried about the rotor RPM, but just ignore that. Okay, so power is at full. Turn off the APU at the same time. Close the hatch. Done with that. Next, let's turn on your radar laser warning receiver and warning system. Without that, you're pretty much screwed. So you can choose one of the panels, whichever you like. I usually do it on the left one. Press M. Then go up to Aircraft Survivability page, ASE, Utility, and Radar Laser Warning Receiver. You want to make sure this little dot is filled. So press the right button there, and it's on. Now, if you don't want to be pressing these controls while you fly, you can arm the shaft right away, right here. So you have to do that too. You can't press it while the aircraft is not armed. And there we go with the INU, by the way, so we're good to go. So, ground override, and arm the aircraft. Now you can arm the chaff. If you press ground override again, it's set back to safe. So what I usually do is I go to ground override, arm it, arm the chaff, take off, and then I turn off ground override once I'm in the air. There's no need to though, it's fine without. Alright, last thing, almost last thing actually. Right click your standby indicator, attitude indicator. Right click, hold, and pull it down. Make sure it's level. So, last thing we will do is to bore side the IHATS helmet side to your cannon. So go to weapons. And before we do that, press I on the keyboard again. Bring back the IHATS. Second thing is to make sure your primary instrument, the lights control knob, is set all the way up. If you don't do that, you won't see the bullseye here soon enough. Now, like I said, weapons page, bore side, IHATS, and you will see the bullseye here. And you need to align it. So this one needs to be aligned with the bullseye dot middle. And then press with your mouse, bore sight now. Right, done and done. You can bore sight it using your, let's check the controls. Cursor, enter, depress. If you set this to a key on your joystick, for example, there's no need to press the bore sight now. It might be a little bit easier. Right, cool. So, back to weapons. If that's to page 1 here, got the TSD here, and you are actually completely good to go. Like I said, these are the bare minimum I do before going anywhere. There are more things you can do. There's one little bonus thing I like to do, so that's setting a home point for your takeoff point. Especially in multiplayer, you might not have a home point, so it might be difficult to find a way back. So let's just quickly set up a home point here. So press point, add, control measure, identity, and let's turn our head down to the left. So let's set this for a farm, for example, so that's the identity FC. And free text, you can do whatever you like, so let's type home, for example. Press enter, and you don't need to do anything here, just press enter and press enter. And it will create a point of where you are right now. So now you know how to find a way back. Right? There we go. Right, you are good to go. Take off and start blasting some ground targets or just fly around in this beautiful module. Hope you enjoyed.